India Global.
India Global.
Hello and welcome. Join us as we travel to Africa to visit a country which shares with its neighbor one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, the Tunya, or the smoke that thunders, the largest waterfalls in the world.
These spectacular falls are so named because the Zambezi River forms a mile-wide curtain of water that crashes down a steep cleft over 100 meters below, and the mist that rises can be seen 50 kilometers away.
Yes, we're talking about Victoria Falls.
And we are headed for Zimbabwe.
You just heard traditional Zimbabwean musical instruments, the marimba and horseshoe.
The Republic of Zimbabwe is a landlocked country located in the southern part of Africa between the Zambezi and the Limpopo rivers. It shares with Zambia the Victoria Falls. South Africa, Botswana and Mozambique are its other neighbors.
The African plateau, the dominant feature of the south of the continent, forms part of the country along with the savanna, home to elephant and lion, with mountains in the east.
The great Zimbabwe ruins dating back to the Iron Age are a UNESCO heritage site, as is one of the many national parks which are among Africa's best wilderness areas. Zimbabwe's rich mineral wealth includes gold, copper, uranium, diamonds and other precious stones, and the second largest platinum reserves in the world.
The majority of the people are African, with the Shona and the Ndebele being the 2 main tribes. English is the official language, and Shona and Ndebele are also commonly spoken. Harare is the capital of Zimbabwe.
Indian merchants traded in textiles and minerals with Zimbabwe's Munumutapa kingdom way back in the 15th century. Dom Miguel, heir to the imperial throne, studied in Goa in the 17th century, and an inscribed pillar at a chapel in Goa stands as a tribute to this Zimbabwean prince, priest and scholar. Indian plantation workers in South Africa crossed over to the then southern Rhodesia, as Zimbabwe was called, with the early pioneers in the 19th century, marking the beginning of the Indian presence in the country. On the close and cordial relations between India and Zimbabwe, India's chargé d'affaires in Harare, R.S. Malhotra, says,
"A relationship is marked by respect for each other's sovereignty and spirit of cooperation. The 2 countries share the same colonial past. India supported Zimbabwe's movement for independence. Our late Prime Minister Indira Gandhi participated in Zimbabwe's independence celebrations in 1980. Zimbabwean President Robert Gabriel Mugabe visited India 6 times. He is also the recipient of the Nehru Peace Award."
Zimbabwe is supportive of India at the United Nations and other international fora. Chargé d'affaires R.S. Malhotra points out India's active involvement in capacity building and human resource development in Zimbabwe.
India is providing over 200 training slots to Zimbabweans each year in various institutions in India under her International Technical and Economic Cooperation Program and India-Africa Forum Summit. Besides, under India-Africa Forum Summit, India is in the process of setting up a vocational training center, a food testing laboratory, and a rural technology park in Zimbabwe. India is also trying to assist in a few infrastructural projects under lines of credit and Exim Bank of India's Buyer's Credit Scheme.
Traditional marimba music from Zimbabwe.
Speaking of economic and trade relations between the 2 countries, chargé d'affaires R.S. Malhotra says,
"Bilateral trade between India and Zimbabwe was around $133 million during 2013-14, comprising mostly exports from India. Thus, trade is presently skewed in favor of India. The 2 sides have agreed to explore ways of not only expanding the trade but also rectify the imbalance as far as possible. Mining, pharma products, agriculture and agro-processing industries, diamonds, power generation, automobiles, ICT are potential areas of cooperation.
With Zimbabwe's low-key policy, India is now seen as an important trading as well as business partner. Many Indian firms have shown interest in investing in Zimbabwe.
That was Zimbabwean singer Tuku, who is an African icon. Speaking about cultural ties between India and Zimbabwe, Shahzad Affair R.S. Malhotra says,
the two countries do not have presently a formal framework in place to promote cultural ties. Nonetheless, the two countries do participate in cultural events. India has been regularly taking part in Harare International Festival of Arts with the participation of ICCR-sponsored dance groups. These dance troupes also perform for the Indian community in Zimbabwe. Indian Tourism Office in Johannesburg participates in Harare World Tourism Fair. In 2014, it won the Best International as well as Overall Stand Awards. Embassy arranges food festival in a 5-star hotel in coordination with Ministry of Tourism of Government of India.
The large community of Zimbabweans of Indian origin enriches the relationship between the two countries, says Shahzad Affairs R.S. Malhotra.
The presence of an estimated 10,000 strong Indian and PIO community is another feature which adds to the cultural diversity and enriches India-Zimbabwe relationship. Apart from members of PIO community, many Zimbabweans visit India for business, study, tourism, and even for medical purposes. The world-famous Victoria Falls are attractions for many tourists, including Indians. Thus, there is growing people-to-people interaction.
And there is also a tie that binds: cricket. Zimbabwe is amongst the foremost exponents of the game from the African continent, having played against India in several matches at home and abroad.
Let's go canoeing on the Zambesi or on a safari to spot the Big Five. Pick up a stone sculpture or watch amazing balancing boulders, marvel at the multicolored Masafa trees or shake a leg to a traditional dance.
Or if you're in the mood, pick up the willow or turn your arm over for a friendly cricket match with the locals. Time to wrap up our visit, but before we go, here's a question for you.
This businessman, philanthropist and senator of Indian origin was given a hero status by Zimbabwe. Can you name him?
Send in your answers to indiajourneys360@gmail.com. The first 3 listeners sending in the correct answer will get a music CD from AIR's archives and a DVD from the Ministry of External Affairs.
Congratulations Pushpa Kumari Sinha from Jodhpur in Rajasthan and Akash Putreya from Maryland in the USA for the right answer to our question on Kuwait.
The Indian rupee was legal tender in Kuwait till 1961.
Until next time then, goodbye
and travel safe.